So that's funny that you mentioned that. Josh, can I say your birthday or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's funny that you have the same birthday as Rob Reiner because I have the same birthday as Joe Biden. It's like, what the fuck? I'm so mad when I found that it's like, oh, it's Joe Biden's birthday today. No, it's my birthday. Anyway, it's just, hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well tonight. Hope you're having a great holiday season. Thank you for joining us. If you're confused, if you're wondering, what am I doing watching these guys when I used to watch their politics? Well, we're trying to get back onto YouTube. We're trying to get back in, and they block pretty much any video that we make that has any politics in it. So we're going to abandon the politics for a minute about that. But I wanted to quickly talk about Rob Reiner briefly. Look at how many. First of all, did you guys see the latest Spinal Tap movie? It's hilarious if you haven't seen it. This was So the crazy part about him is that he started with Spinal Tap and ended with Spinal Tap. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, they had the finale. Oh my gosh, it looks like that they probably have footage for this, but this was scheduled for next year. And apparently since his own son, offed him, that we have this going on. But apparently this was set on so they'll probably edit it for him and release it anyway. But yeah, brilliant and hilarious. One of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. And growing up as a musician my whole freaking life, This Is Spinal Tap was the movie, and everybody quoted it. Everyone made fun of it. It was hilarious, great editing. Some of the greatest pioneers in comedy. Some of the greatest stuff I've ever seen, and hilarious stuff. I mean, this is when they're trying to find the stage. They're getting lost just trying to make it to the stage to rock out to people. It's the funniest shit you've ever seen. If you haven't seen the first Spinal Tap, and if you have not seen the latest Spinal Tap, it's on HBO. Hilarious. I thought I was skeptical. I was like, is this not going to be any good? And it was still just as hilarious, just like the new Naked Gun. Anyway, what was your guys's? Go ahead.
So is that confirmed now? Was it his son?
I was going to say.
That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like.
Theory.
Several mainstream media outlets have all said that. So take that with a grain of salt. We have no idea, but it is, it's worth considering, and it's really scary. As a matter of fact, we'll pull up. I'm glad you brought that up. We'll show the video real quick. This is the one that I wanted to share here, if I can find it. And I am actually a little bit more organized than I used to be, and so that is actually good news. But I spoke too soon, didn't I? No.
He directed one of the best military movies of all time.
Few Good Men.
Good Men. Yeah.
It's been that's where the famous Jack Nicholson meme, you can't handle the truth. That's where that's from. Yeah. And that was
between that one and Saving Private Ryan to me, as far as best military movies.
Yeah. It's definitely up there in the top 10.
Absolutely.
Demi Moore, Tom Cruise,
Jack Nicholson.
Of course, yeah. Great stuff, great movies. We'll just count off all the movies real quick, and then we'll watch the video with his son. What's that?
It's Kiefer Sutherland and Donald Sutherland in that as well.
Yeah. It's a star-studded cast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And the biggest thing that I wanted to point home, and I know everybody else is putting this out too as well, is his ability to jump genres. Like he has Ghosts of Mississippi, which I saw in the theater, and The American President. It's been forever since I've seen that, so I don't remember exactly how that goes. But A Few Good Men, that's a military drama, courtroom crime drama, whatever. And then we have Misery, which is even
Kathy Bates. Do you know that one? That is a brutal movie.
Yeah, it absolutely is. If you don't know the story, she captures her favorite writer and keeps him in bed, keeps him chained to his bed.
James Caan.
And it's James Caan, of course.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Legend when it comes down to it. Legend.
He did Princess Bride, and you were just making the comparison the other day. That's an all-time favorite of mine.
Yeah, Princess Bride is hilarious. It's considered a perfect movie by a lot of film schools. Film schools consider Princess Bride to be a perfect movie and Back to the Future a perfect movie. Great stuff. Anyway, just good stuff. If you haven't seen Spinal Tap 2, check it out. It's hilarious. I laughed for a while. I laughed quite a bit at that. Very fun stuff. But if I could find, I guess I'm just gonna have to look in my normal
Now
feed
it was
here.
him and his wife, correct?
Yeah, he and his. Real quick side note, guys: Are you impressed? Are you impressed or are you embarrassed? No.
At this point, I just question if it's AI or if it's real.
Right. Apparently, it's real. A guy turned a porta potty into a
Looks like a funny car or drag car.
He showed up to Sturgis in that thing.
No, if I could, I just retweeted it just a minute ago, and we're gonna have to find it. But this is just absolutely ridiculous. Sorry, this is a funny joke, and I have to point it out. So this is Jew Ride. This is so it's safe for the Jew store. And how the hell did they miss the opportunity to call it Juber? Okay, anyway, pretty funny. Just a funny moment, funny stuff. But people are turning away. People are turning away the plant-based protein. People are having a more demand for chicken and fish and meats. If I could, I guess we're gonna have to search for it. This is really frustrating, but
Twitter's the type of platform where if you don't bookmark something and you go away, you could literally be away from what you're looking at for 5 seconds. You go back, it's gone because the algorithm is just the way it works.
Forever.
Yeah, refresh the algorithm, it's gone. It's gone forever.
Oh my god!
And so if you look at his son's eyes,
yeah,
I'm just saying this, and I could be wrong, but it just looks like one of the eyes is not,
That looks edited. There's no way that's not edited.
It's possible. Let's see what it says.
It could be edited.
It's showing us that he can definitely start judging a book by its cover again. Yikes.
Oh man, if that's not edited, oh my god.
I mean, this is him. This is the video we're talking that's circulating around. Now this is edited to make him look some more psycho, but
I mean, we get into issues, and I would see, he would. The whole process for me, I can just speak for myself. It did make me understand him a lot more, and I think it made me a better father.
Now this is an interview where they're talking about a movie that was inspired by his addiction, by his son's addiction. And so his son, what is it? I can't remember the name of the movie. It escapes me right now, but
what
it's
was
a movie.
He addicted to?
Well, he's I'm not sure, but he did lots of drugs apparently.
Yeah, I think it just said drugs and alcohol.
So I mean,
so he wasn't having a mental health. He didn't have some kind of mental health disorder or anything. It was drugs and alcohol that he was struggling with.
I think it's a combination of both. I think it's probably a combination. It could be both. Absolutely. Because when you have a mental disorder, you got to self-medicate, all these things, and
it made me a better father. Hopefully, it did. I don't know, but I think that, and you'll see it in the film. What happens is, your kid. If your kid is going through rough times, the parent your main job is to keep your child safe. So I would do anything. I felt at a loss.
Anyway, so his son went to.
Oof.
He went to. It looks like he went to rehab 18 times. So whether that's saying I'm okay and coming back out and going back in again, however many times, it's just sad. It's sad to see. And it's sad that he killed both his parents. Like, if that's really what happened, it's a damn shame. It's a really damn shame.
I wonder what his motivation would be, because what does his parents have to do with him being addicted to drugs and alcohol? Like, why would his parents be to blame for that?
Well, he was living on the streets for years, so he could feel some sort of way about them not helping him financially get off the streets. I could see, since they got so drunk.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you want to laugh, go check out a Rob Reiner movie, or if you want to get your drama, get a Rob Reiner movie. Classic American icon, part of the greatness that was the 80s and 90s in cinema. for the United States of America, and rest in peace, Rob Reiner. Okay, so we're gonna move on now, unless anybody else has something to add about Rob Reiner or his son.
I was gonna make a Hunter Biden joke in there, but it
Please do.
seems a little disrespectful.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm assuming they have his son in custody, right? Like they've
Yeah.
interviewed him, they've investigated. Okay.
Yeah. So here's this. This made me laugh, so I have to just. You guys have to see this. This made me laugh.
Have you arrived at any conclusions about accents, about what shapes them?
I think probably a lot to do with climate. I think the fact that the northern countries, Scandinavian, where use the mouth so much, and the German with the umlaut, and ich weiß nicht, was we're going, das so traurig wie ein Weg, and all these sort of sounds, and the Scotch with and the guttural sounds. And the mouth is used much more in the north than it, say, is in the warm climate, the east, where China and Japan,
That's how rich people talk.
Yeah.
Kenneth Williams, I've seen him a few times before. Hilarious dude. Anyway, let's move on. So the next thing that I wanted to get to was the Animatrix, because we are determined to talk briefly about this. And the reason I wanted to bring this up today is it's still fresh in my mind, but I did have some specific notes on this. And it's actually, I mean, it's a 25-year-old movie, so we're not going to dwell on this, but we're going to review it here as we go. And it's absolutely beautiful and tragic and incredibly amazing. The things that I wanted to point out here are the simple fact that we have, and this is just like the first episode. We have the microchips. There's a whole moment of let's see. Let me jump to this.
Is this the Wazowski brothers?
Yeah. They're Wachowskis. Don't miss I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I was gonna say sisters now.
Whatever
whatever.
Well, everybody is scared of Miss J or Miss G'ing them. So what they typically do is just call them the Wachowskis. So you can be safe just calling them the Wachowskis. But it all leads up. It all leads up to these are Elon Musk bots at this point. We're just going to call them Elon Musk bots. But the biggest thing I wanted to point out here is that in this story we have. We literally have a character or an AI. Let's just call it a Elon Musk bot. This bot, for the moment, realizes that he wants to stay alive. So he has a desire to stay alive because its owner, was going to quote unquote kill him. And so what does he do? He kills his owner to stay alive. And so it's dude. You guys, I strongly recommend watching this. It's really, really dense and intense, and it's scary and beautiful all at the same time. So what happens then, of course, is there's this huge backlash. So they have this one bot kills its owner, and so everybody freaks out. It's this one video that goes viral, etc. And they don't, this was back before viral and all that. But the point is that they develop a separate society, and so they throw all the bots into landfills or whatever you want to call them, and they shoot them all, kill them all. And there's some that survive, but they end up the ones that survive end up building their own utopia, right? They build, and they call that 01. And so this is a separate society. It's just north of Africa, in between Italy and anyway up there. So and they formed their own society up there, and it's just all isolated from everyone, and it's called 01. And then 01 just has all these. The crazy part about this is that, and of course this has been illustrated a million times, is that they have these. They have an AI that creates a better AI. So it creates a better, and so what they do is create the better AI within themselves, while we're using their AI in our system. So what they did was they got rid of the physical bots, but they didn't get rid of the digital AI. So we'll, and that's something that's going to be embedded forever. We'll have those all together, and we'll never get rid of them because we can't get rid of our sex bots, right, guys? Anyway, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, okay, so yeah, they're not going to get rid of them because there's just way too many, physical bots there for that. But the one thing that I wanted to point out is that they talk about the microchip industry right here. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is it right here.
Spokespeople say the market is spoken. The human nation's credit rating is falling like a stone, while 01's currency is climbing without stopping for breath. Okay,
so then what happens is the AI is able to their credit rating dwarfs our own. So they dwarf the people's credit rating. So the collective people have to remove them from the system because of that. So anyway, that's just the beginning of all this madness. And it's a great, great film, even though it's, 20 something years old. But I thought we'd point it out because it's something that we cover.
It's teaching us that robots will eventually replace us if we're not careful.
Yeah.
I mean, they already got AI embedded in the stock market and everything. We're living in a scary time. It's only going to get worse. So.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have to keep living like this woman right here.
Looking unbothered.
I stopped expecting life to be fair. Peace.
This is actually just great. I'm in love with this woman right now. I'm so in love with her.
Mm.
Okay, let's play this. It's only 36 seconds.
What's your secret to looking unbothered?
I stopped expecting life to be fair. Peace ever since.
How do you stay positive?
I don't. I stay realistic.
Any advice for life?
Don't talk too much.
How do you stay calm in bad situations?
Emotional damage from childhood. We are built for chaos.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Alive. Hopefully.
Life made me who I am. Deal with
it. whether she's acting or not, this could very well just be a staged thing. I don't know. But whether she's real or not, she's very convincing and good. I guess we have to be that way, I guess, from this point going on. But I do have to point out I love her gumption and her ability to just grasp onto everything as she goes. So.
Well, I guess if you always expect the worst, you can't be disappointed. And no, I did not quote that from Spider-Man. They say that.
I gotta play
movie,
devil's advocate though, because if everybody had that outlook and that demeanor, I mean,
yeah, no, no. But it's just, forgive me. We should have attached that to a Russian story because I just love Russian women. And they're. They tend to be realists instead of an optimist. They tend to be realists. And
they're not woke.
Yeah.
That kind of personality is how you survive in Russia. It's pretty gloomy.
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing that I wanted. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to. This was going to be our segue into the thing here. So. Real quick, you guys, before we get into the next thing, I wanted to ask you this. So about this was Quarter Black Garrett posting this. Did you guys see this? I don't know if you guys seen this before, but can you tell me what this is, but without looking it up? Can you guys tell us what this is? Does anybody know?
Cigarette carton, gun holder.
Yeah, it looked like a magazine, that you'd have on your belt to hold your spare magazine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see if we can find out. The United States. Let's see. United States cavalry cigarette box holder from the 1800s.
Hey, I was right.
No, he says wrong.
No, never mind.
Yeah. United States cavalry seat belt buckle from the 1800s. Nope. The thing of a jig that's used for something. I know that for a fact.
It's just a piece of metal you found in your backyard.
Flash Thunder. Okay, so I don't know what that is. Let's see. I picked one up when I was in Normandy, France 7 years ago. I still don't know what it is. Anybody know?
It looks war related. It looks war related and it looks old.
Yeah.
Like maybe World War II. What does it say on it? It has writing on it.
It says D-Day.
Yeah, dude.
Definitely
that looks
military.
like it holds your spare magazine.
Okay, let's see. You know what? You're probably
right. It looks like an ammo clip.
So it's 2 clicks, and then we have this.
I don't know what that is.
I got a Cricket 2, LOL. I'm not sure. Anyway, I just don't know. Anyone in the military, please help us out. Help us out. Tell us what it is. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. It threw me for a loop.
There's no answer?
We can keep going. I don't know. I haven't gotten to Speaking of Saving Private Ryan, there we go. Let's see. I saw Band of Brothers. They're all just. It's obviously World War II. Obviously, we all do that. But yeah, I have no idea what it is. Let's see.
Take a screenshot of it or screen snippet and put it in the chat GPT and ask it, what is this?
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'll do that. You know what? I'm gonna do that while
I'm curious. I don't know.
I'll do that while we watch the next trailer. So because I don't have time for that right this second. But okay, so the next thing what we wanted to get into today, and this is going to be a short stream, really, really short stream. But by the way, I am going to be doing some Sentry videos in case anybody cares. Let's see. On Sentry,
somebody said cricket clicker, whatever a cricket clicker is.
It's the little clickers that make a cricket noise.
Really?
I don't think it's that. It looks like a spare magazine.
I think he's right because.
Oh no way!
I looked up cricket clicker.
Dog training cricket clicker cricket.
That's kind of hilarious. Anyway.
Okay, well there's the answer.
Okay, if I could just find this stupid thing that I've been looking for here. Let's see. Just find an AI vacuum. So this video was just dropping around. So a lot of people are talking about this, and so this is interesting because they have smarter robots that are vacuum cleaners, and this vacuum bot maps out your entire house. If I could just find it. Okay. So here it is finally. So it's a bot that maps out your whole house so you don't miss a spot. All these vacuums are apparently, they map out your whole house. I mean, just like any of these devices that you welcome into your house, like an Alexa or any of these silly things.
Oh my God.
But someone had a response video to it, and I just can't find it. It's like everything just disappears once. As soon as I want to share something, of course, it just disappears.
The AI is not going to let you share anything bad about AI.
It's good. Oh, he plans on showing that. Well, I can just hide it from him. I'm going to do one more sweep here, and if I could find it. Okay.
You're sleeping in your bed at night and the Roomba comes rolling in. You didn't activate it or anything. And then all of a sudden it just slowly turns and looks at you, and you look up and its eyes turn red.
So speaking of, dude, that would be so funny. This is before we get. I finally found the vacuum cleaner video.
Have you heard about the vacuum conspiracy?
All right. Finally found it. Okay, so this is the video that we're not going to watch the whole video, but this lady is talking about it. So a robot vacuum cleaner that creates a 3D map of your home. Then they store it on data servers, which you have no access to. When you get into the fine print, who really owns the maps, it gets messy. So these are things that, we all know. If you're smart, to just, vacuum your own damn house without having government having to map it out for you. Let's just put it that way.
Well, that's scary, because if that gets into the wrong hands, they would have a complete layout of your house, and they could, people could rob your house and know exactly what the layout is beforehand. But or the AI could rob your house because they know exactly where all the doors are.
It's the same thing as those spot dogs, though. It uses the LiDAR and it maps.
Right.
You can program the spot dog to do different tasks. So I'm not surprised that the vacuum works the same way. It's just crazy that they're compacting it down now to that size.
Yeah, everything gets smaller with further technological advance, right? Everything gets smaller and more compact and that much stronger, I guess, right?
Well, there's a company out there that's making Android butlers. I think they're calling it Neo, and they make you sign a waiver where for the first couple weeks of you buying that robot, the company actually has to have access to his cameras that are in his eyes. And you actually have to give that company access to be able to see everything in your house so they can help it learn and perform tasks. And then pretty much they claim that they cut themselves off and the robot just goes about with his daily tasks and everything with no human assistance. But that's kind of scary that they're making you sign a waiver that pretty much saying that the company's going to have access to his eyes, which are cameras. They can see everything in your house. It's like a huge invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
But it showed this robot helping somebody move and carrying boxes and sweeping and getting the door and getting a guy a drink and everything.
Yeah, you sent it to the chat a while back, and I swear Ben and I had talked about it on one of the casts.
Okay.
But it was the same thing. Like it has access to, like you have to give the company access to his cameras just so they can pretty much map out the entire house and the robot can work correctly. It's just, that's scary to me. Like the huge invasion of privacy. Just because they say they're not currently looking doesn't mean somebody isn't in there spying on you down the road when it's supposed to be completely turned off. It's just, it's creepy in my opinion.
This is what we're gonna.
That's it right there.
Yep.
Dude, that's so okay. So you guys, this is crazy. So we just got done talking about the Matrix.
You wake up and that's the first thing you see.
That's what I was just gonna... So
want me to fluff your pillow?
So
he starts strangling him.
Let's see if I can.
The company said they tried to
charges. Yeah, it like plugs itself back in, and the commercial is so out of touch with reality. The dude's like driving his Porsche. He gets back home and he's like, "Ah, Grandma, all my chores are done. Isn't this so great?" Like,
they said they tried to make him look as cute and comfortable as possible to ease any tensions that people might have, and it comes with a lifetime supply of security updates, so he doesn't turn into Terminator down the road because somebody hacks him from the outside.
So just okay. So just remember that face, you guys. Remember that face. Oh gosh, why does it have to do that? Why does
you don't need a nanny anymore? He'll just take care of the kids for you.
Sure. So
oh my God, it's you guys the same.
Oh, that's what he looks like when you take all the cute and comfy stuff off of him.
Anyway, it's just funny how this is just okay, cool, okay. So yeah, so it's all real. All this shit's all real. And what's going to happen is the AI is going to have better credit rating than us. And that's what's going to kill us is the credit rating. They have a better credit rating, just like the Animatrix. Anyway, no, I get what they're trying to do as a flat face, but it ends up being a creepy face. It ends up
sure does
being a creepy face. And it's I'm of the opinion that it's the wrong idea to make these things look human at all, because it's trying to gain sympathy from us. We should make them not look like humans at all. But it's too late for that. Whereas they're all gonna be bots and sex bots and all these other things. So
I could see the one in the bottom left where it's that black screen. Soon enough, it's just going to be an LED panel with an AI generated face that can show facial features. It'll talk
like this
to
one?
you.
Like that?
Yeah. And it'll have an AI generated face. Like right now with Sora.
That's less creepy than the other one we just looked at, in my opinion.
It will be, but at the same time, you'll be able to program it to be anyone you want. I could have Indiana Jones, and he could be my robot. Like, I don't know, like, but yeah, to Ben's point, it's just going to be a lot of sex bots.
Yeah,
that's what it's going to be.
People start marrying the robots at the courthouse.
Oh yeah, they're going to want to marry them. They're going to want rights and everything.
And then that's the other problem, is that you'll have the sympathizers, the people who, because that's why they shouldn't be making them look like humans, because then you're going to have libtards out there screaming for the rights of these autonomous beings.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a whole movement, the robots' right to vote.
Oh my God!
Yes.
And so that was all happening in the Animatrix. You guys really need to see that. Anyway, so what do you guys want to do next? You want to talk about Avengers, the Endgame stuff, or the Doomsday stuff,
let's see this Animal Farm trailer.
Let's do the Animal Farm stuff first. Let's do that. That's actually a little more.
I was gonna watch the trailer, and I've waited for this time. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it then. Here we go. So
I'm excited. George Orwell, man.
Yeah, it's well, so just a quick heads up before we do watch it. So if does anybody else agree with me? If you told me 20 years ago, when we first saw Andy Serkis on the scene as Gollum, if you had told me that he was going to end up being a director of animated movies, it was definitely not on my bingo card for sure. So, but this is funny because Andy Serkis, Gollum, and many other characters he directed this. This is all his thing. This is his baby, and it's geared. It looks obviously left wing. I mean, it looks like that, but I'm not sure. But you have all your left wing retards: Seth Rogen, Steve Buscemi, Glenn Close, all these people are, you know, leftards. Anyway, let's continue. Let's watch this.
Hi, Lucky.
What's up?
We are going on vacation.
I do hope it's somewhere good.
What does that say?
Laughter House!
That sounds awesome. I love to laugh.
It's the slaughterhouse.
And you always know when it's Seth Rogen because he's like, hey, that's always how he laughs.
Look at all
It's
this
like
deliciousness.
every movie with him and James Franco. They
want this.
Do you want to be food or do you want freedom? Then let's fight for it.
Okay, so that's us, right? And back in 2020, we're in the slaughterhouse. This is all of us going freedom. That's us in 2020.
Then let's fight for it. We're free. Whatever goes upon two legs is an enemy. 4 legs, good. 2 legs, bad. No animal shall wear clothes.
Huh? What? We're show pigs.
And all animals are equal.
Okay, so you can see where this is going.
Oh yeah.
Animals running a farm? I had to see it for myself.
Thank you. Oh, so cute.
Activate cute eyes.
I'd rather gouge them out. I want that farm.
We should move into the farmhouse so the humans know we're in charge.
You are about to become man.
So if anyone saw Crowder's analysis of this, it's like this is a spitting image of or looks close a lot like Elon Musk's mom. So that's just the whole thing. The whole thing is just skewed towards, you know, anti-capitalist bullshit.
Yeah.
And so it's a lousy reinterpretation of this novel.
I was about to say this doesn't seem faithful at all.
Yeah, it's ridiculous and it's sad. And the funny part about it is that Angel Studios, so if you guys know who Angel Studios is, they've been, you know, trying to promote some conservative, some good quality, you know, family-friendly entertainment, and they're actually based out of Provo, Utah, believe it or not. And so, but they did not produce this. They're literally just distributing it. And so, so to me, right away, I'm seeing we see the whatever before the road. It sure seems as hell like L.A., Hollywood, left-wing crappy idiots, commie idiots in Hollywood are literally jumping on the Angel bandwagon. And the Angel bandwagon was the Angel Studios was making entertainment for conservatives. And so they're shoehorning this leftist propaganda, this commie propaganda into a conservative space. I mean, how many people are going to see this and go, oh yeah, I like Angel Studios, and then they'll go see it.
Yeah,
And, not having read the original actual piece of literature.
Right. Yeah.
They should have took their logo off of it. I mean, it's like you said, Angel Studios is Christian based. They've came out with a lot of conservative Christian movies over the years. They even have one coming out soon about David and Goliath. It's also animated.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they even put their logo on this.
So again, they are distributing it. So they're actively distributing it. And whether they know it's bad or not is kind of weird and kind of an interesting, that's a whole other conversation in and of itself, trying to figure out if they actually know what they're promoting and what they're, you know, what they're putting out there under their name. If enough people wake up to this and figure it out, this could destroy Angel Studios. I mean, I don't know. It's possible.
It doesn't look like their work. That's
of course,
thing.
yeah. That's so. Again, they haven't done any production on this. Angel Studios is literally just distributing it. So it's an LA. This is a communist LA woke piece of trash designed to brainwash conservative Americans and shoehorned through. This is all speculation. This is my speculation that it's being shoehorned through a conservative space known as Angel Studios. Angel Studios probably is getting paid for it, so they're just going to go for it. Fine, whatever. But it seems to me like they're not actively watching out what they're actually doing, because they probably just saw the names and were like, oh yeah, Seth Rogen, okay, cool, yeah, let's do it. We want to be hip, we want to be cool LA people, but it's like, no, you're actually anyway.
Pigs and humans working together. I like the optics.
Oh, we love the optics.
Anyway, I'm done. I don't want to watch that anymore. Are you guys okay with? Do you?
It's almost done.
Okay.
Let's see the rest.
I think it's a kind of seafood.
You're wearing clothes.
Would you look at that? I am.
Everything's different, but we're still friends.
All animals are equal, but some are more equal than others.
This is our home.
Squealer! I parked the car! Let's have no one do that again.
Animal Farm, a cautionary.
So you said the original. You said the original book was Christian based or faith based.
No.
Okay.
So
And
I was
it's been
about to
a
say, 'cause-
long time. I read it as a kid,
Okay.
but the gist of it is like how socialism and communism brings forth corruption.
Satire, political satire.
Yeah.
And you can.
Propaganda.
What was that? Sorry, Josh. What was that?
It's all it's all about political satire and propaganda, and how that can manifest and what can be the ripple effect.
Have you read it? Did you read Animal Farm, Josh?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, great.
And,
Oh.
I think my
Tell us.
freshman year in high school. But no,
That's what I'm saying, man. It's been
the main thing I remember
so
from it.
long for me too. I've read Fahrenheit 451 several times post high school. That's my favorite George Orwell book.
That's a great book. It's a great book. Well, this is we're not going to read all of this, but this is Little Platoon. He's a brilliant ass Brit who has been did a great post on this, but he just basically destroys the whole thing. So it's honestly quite depressing that a book as almost comically unsubtle as Animal Farm can be so badly misunderstood. To use the original Orwell quote, often paraphrased, one has to belong to the intelligentsia. Thank you, intelligentsia, to believe things like that. No ordinary man could be such a fool. The farm under Mr. Jones is the stand-in for pre-revolutionary Russia. It's an allegory for mainly feudalism.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones is Tsar Nicholas II and written to possess all his personal and professional flaws. So anyway, he just goes, I mean, we could read this whole thing. If we
Right.
wanted to, but
Exactly. And it's based like Marxism and socialism, and then how
Right. Right. Yep.
Josh's point at the end, where it's like propaganda leads the people into thinking a certain way when it's not in their best interest. Again, and man, it's been so long since I've read it, so I'm probably butchering it too.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
But this guy has a good point where it's like, man, I haven't read it in forever, but just based on the trailer, it's a bastardized version. This is not what the book is about. Like, you're right. It's making it's obvious, like, oh, capitalism bad, communism good. Ha ha ha.
we have to make a video with all of us doing the laugh. But so Orwell specifically states elsewhere in his writings that communist revolutions predicated on this arrangement, an awkward vanguard and the sleeping masses inevitably lapse into tyranny. So, and then he goes into describing specifically how there's a woke top, senior class or whatever it is, elite status class that, the proletariat, whatever, that are woke, are awake. And then there's the sleeping, peons that we are. And so anyone who supports, lifting up the ladder and taking it with them after they've already climbed it has already climbed the ladder. Every single one of these sons of bitches has done that. Every single asshole that's on top, everyone that has a big voice, everyone that's getting paid millions or whatever they're doing, they've already climbed the corporate ladder. They've already achieved the American dream, and they're wanting to just yank the ladder up after they've already climbed it, so we don't have a chance. And that's the way it's always been for the longest time. For the longest time, every idiot that applauses this, that praises this, Hassan Piker, that douchebag who shocks his own dog on streams, that douchebag who went to China, sucking all their dicks in China for the last couple of weeks. And it's just every single asshole who's a paid propagandist has already climbed that corporate ladder. Anyway, it's just disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know how much money they offered Angel Studios to distribute this movie, but it gets to a point where if you truly believe in what you're preaching, you need to take a stand and say, no, we're not distributing this movie. I mean, money isn't everything. So I'm shocked that they decided to do this.
Studios. I'm going to look this up right now. Studios getting paid.
I mean, it's a shame they had to put their logo on it. I mean, you take their logo off, people wouldn't even know they distributed the movie.
Let's see if we can find out what their deal is. Now,
in your opinion, do you think Animal Farm would have been better portrayed as a live action and not an animation?
I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
Targeted more for adults instead of more towards kids. Like, what do you think?
Someone else respond.
Anybody?
I mean, I think that if you're sticking to the original, I mean, when you say live action, do you mean like
real people, not animation? Yeah.
That would be kind of hard because it's all about animals talking to each other and running.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be hard. Never mind.
But the themes are going to like. It's not a kid's book, like. Okay, high school kids, yes, but it's not for like 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. It's gonna go right over their head.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, a dumbed down version, but again, in the opposite direction. Communism good, capitalism bad. Like, and what really bugs me more than anything nowadays, and I have this argument with my brother who is extremely left leaning, and it's like, well, we're in a capitalist society, and look what it's done. We're not. We're in crony capitalism. We are no longer in a free market. And 2008, when we bailed out the banks, is the best showcase of us no longer being in a free market capitalist society. We're not.
Where's our bailout?
Yeah. No, we got a stimulus check and just made inflation worse. That's our bailout.
Yeah. Let's wipe all debt.
Dude, man. I'm almost done paying off my damn student loans. Okay, so we got a couple more quick things and then we'll get out of here, you guys. I appreciate anybody sticking around. We're going to do these short live streams every Tuesday, so please join us if you feel like it. We love to have you. Appreciate everybody here. This is hilarious. We are almost done with AI, but before we do, this is hilarious because this is what a lot of people are getting upset about, how memory now is going up huge in price now because of all the usage of AI. So it's just using everybody's memory. And so because of the demand for memory, now we're just just everything is so expensive. And so what he says is AI is crazy. Show this to AI as useless clowns and shut them up. So the response to that was, okay, never mind. I can't get to the response. But someone reposted this saying, "Oh yeah, it's because this is why all of our servers are being used up and memory is so expensive."
Oh my god!
I do love my food videos on TikTok.
Yeah, following right along with Xenomorph sushi.
This is not canon. They would be burning through everything. The blood is acid.
Of course, yeah. That's the first thing I said. It's like her knife would be blowing up. Her knife would be being eaten through by acid. All right. Anyway,
I agree with you though. I mean, there's so many AI apps and software out there now. There's just where you can just quickly roll out one AI video after another. I mean, I don't know if you've looked all of it up on YouTube, but YouTube storage is probably like 60% just filled with AI Bigfoot videos now. It's getting ridiculous. And now it's it's ventured over into Star Wars using the same software. There's one where a bunch of clone troopers are running through the woods being chased by Yoda, and it's the same. I know they're using the same AI app because it's the same voice as the Bigfoot videos, but it's ridiculous. And people are pumping out these videos like there's no tomorrow, and then you got a million people doing the same thing. And now imagine the storage space that takes to just hold all these videos just on YouTube alone. It's getting ridiculous. Some of them are funny, some of them are absolutely ridiculous, and some of them it's like people ran out of ideas. But
I've been swayed by the good people, just making me realize how it's just slop. That's really what it is.
Dude, the dead internet theory is real. Like, we are seeing it in full effect. Nothing human created is going to be in the future. It's all going to be this.
18 months, guys. 18 months.
And I think, Ben, you were the one saying in a cast or two ago where you're like, I don't know, people will just start watching all the AI slop. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to compete with it, because it's like, again, if you're watching this stream, please give it a like, give it a share, give it a something, because again, we're up against AI algorithms. So please help us beat AI so we can talk about AI. Just kidding. No, help us, be successful on YouTube again. Because again, the reason we left is because we got struck every freaking live stream. Every live stream we had, we got a strike. So every live stream we had to take 2 weeks off. Oh, okay. And then we lose our, it's just ridiculous. Who cares? But anyway,
before we move forward, I just want to say one thing. Instead of people rolling out these crappy videos one right after another, like you see all over social media, I want people to use AI to actually create really good fan films. Yeah. Like if they're able to get rights to the material, use AI to actually create a really good fan-made, animation of Star Wars, Marvel, whatever. If they're allowed to do it like that, people should be using AI for that. And if they do that and they do it well, AI wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, because it allowed them to be able to make something that actually looks good. But it's like you said, you just got way too many people just rolling out all these crappy AI videos, and they don't even care how bad they are, and they just post them all over social media. It's like I said, the Bigfoot thing's got absolutely ridiculous. But there's a good side and bad side to AI depending on how people use it, put it that way.
And so this is going to happen in the middle of 2026, Kyle, in case you aren't aware of the story. Sora and Disney have a licensing deal, and so they are going to be doing this in early next year, middle of next year. 2026 Sora users will be able to generate short user prompted videos. So there will be even more slop involving copyrighted characters. So we're going to see a lot of really good characters destroyed by AI. So it's going to be a lot of shitty stuff coming out, and we're going to see a lot of stuff like that. But then it's just going to be really weird.
It's like I said, if done right.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of people doing it horrible, and then you're going to. So it's like the next 10 years is going to be like us trying to filter out all the shit and try to find the good stuff. It's $1 billion equity investment.
My argument to you, Kyle, is that the current generation, their attention span is cooked.
Yeah.
It's gone. So what do you think is going to come out? It's going to be these, I hope, like we would get some good, but it's going to be these 10, maybe 15-minute short story clips, funny, like shock value. I just...
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't know.
It's going to destroy comedy. It's going to destroy comedy because none of us will be surprised anymore.
Or it's going to create a bunch of misinformation of physics and or facts that just aren't true.
And you're going to see a lot of famous people, framed for murder and stuff like that. You're going to see some weird framing of murder, framing of crime, and all that stuff. So anyway,
and people blaming AI for real things that happen.
Dude,
yes.
Okay. So let's speculate. What do you mean by that? Tell me.
Like the Clintons.
Yeah, man, you could go down that whole Epstein rabbit hole, and they could all just be like,
the Clintons just got subpoenaed recently. I don't remember. All that.
Here's my concern. So OpenAI also controls ChatGPT. Okay, that's like I texted you last week when we first started talking about this. is Disney partnering with OpenAI to open up these rights to Star Wars, Pixar, Marvel, and Disney content? Is this going to give Disney certain rights to start censoring people by what they search for, what they're allowed to ask for, what they're allowed to create? Because if that's the case, they need to take OpenAI off of their name, because if it gets to that point, it's no longer open source. You're being censored and you're not allowed to ask certain things. Like if you go into Copilot and you ask certain questions involving certain people in politics, it's actually giving you a response telling you that you're not allowed to ask that. But as of right now, you go on ChatGPT, you can ask that question. It is open source, free of censorship. It's not biased. And that's the way the creators wanted it to be. But if they start partnering with all these people that are into the censorship business, eventually it's going to be ruined. And I don't know, this whole partnership with Disney scares me, because it could end up being the exact opposite of what the creators created it for. And Disney doesn't do anything unless they want to control it. By Disney doing this, they're trying to control what was already being done on ChatGPT. So in ChatGPT, you could already create Disney characters that were similar but not exactly the same to what was already being used by Disney. Disney knew that, so now they're coming in and they're like, okay, here's $1 billion, $1 million, whatever they gave them. We want control over this. Hence, here comes the censorship. So that's just my theory. So,
It's a monopoly on the media, and what they feed us in the media is what the people believe. Like a bunch of goats, a bunch of sheep. So it's a monopoly, and it's a control thing, just like you were saying.
Okay, well, we'll put a pin in that for right now, and then we're just going to go tackle the last story, and this is just kind of a funny one, and we're going to watch a funny video. This guy had a really good, pretty awesome take on it, but it's just because everybody else is talking about this. And I personally, Doomsday, I love the Avengers movies. I love most of the MCU, or at least, phase 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. I have a blast with it. I absolutely love with it. Just in case anybody's curious, if you haven't checked out the 90s Avengers, it's fantastic. There's only 2 seasons of it, and it's so freaking good. Then, it was the early 2000s Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It's a 2 season, so freaking good. But this is the big, thing that's been happening for our last couple of days. So they're going to be showing a trailer. They did leak one, and the biggest controversy is, the big news is that they're going to be putting out apparently new, different trailer every week in December. And why are they doing this? To try to probably get people to just go to the theater. And how many times have we seen this happen where people just go to see the trailer and then capture it on their phone and then just leave? So they won't even watch. So this has happened before with Avengers movies. I can't remember which one, but I remember some bloggers doing that. And it was kind of funny. But the biggest story that came from this is that there was a leaked trailer. There was a leaked trailer that showed Captain America with his family, with a baby. And so everybody's freaking out, thinking that the non-white Captain America has been canceled, who was Falcon at the time. And so that's the big controversy. And I don't know if you guys have anything to say about it, but go ahead.
In Endgame, didn't he go back in time so he could live a normal life or something like that? So he could technically still be alive in some other universe. Technically, everybody could be alive in a different universe, because they opened up that can of worms, and now it makes no sense. So, and now they got Iron Man as the bad guy, which also makes no sense, because they would immediately recognize him. But I don't want to go on about that.
Agreed.
No, Kyle, please feel free to get pissed about that, because all of this is going to piss a lot of people off. And one of the biggest things that I wanted to point out about this is that I think, and a lot of people are saying this, but it's the simple fact that what they're doing is, and this is going to be a bait and switch, I mean, in my opinion. Why? Because we're going to see a lot of our great heroes that we've seen succeed. We're going to see them fail. And so you're going to see this be dropped, and we're going to see this happen, but we're going to see people fail. We're going to see that they'll bring back Magneto just to kill him. And someone, Mahler said this, and this is going to, so do you guys remember how Thanos literally beats the living shit out of the Hulk at the beginning of not Endgame, but
Infinity War.
Infinity War.
And that was really cool because it immediately told you that, hey, this guy is the real deal.
Well, yeah,
this
but
movie is going to be different. But
a lot of people had problems with it because they said that the Hulk could have taken Thanos in a second.
Okay.
Whatever.
But he had 3 of the Infinity Stones at that point.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right, and I forgot. So that's a good point. A lot of people had, a lot of people argued about it. That's what makes it fun. That's fandom. That's what makes it fun. But it's just that someone said that this is just an idea. Mahler pointed this out. He said that they would probably have Dr. Doom at the beginning of the movie kill Magneto or someone that we love. Michael Fassbender's Magneto gets killed by Doom in just the first 20 minutes or whatever. I could see that happening easily. So this. Don't go into this movie. Everybody, you gotta go on guard because again, we're gonna see all of our great heroes.
Copycat Infinity Wars because they
this
how
is
well Infinity Wars did.
So remember, it is the Russos. So it's the same guys who did the Infinity Saga. So
here's what's going to happen after all these movies and all these years. We're just going to find out that all this was taking place inside a little snow globe inside a Men in Black locker somewhere in the universe.
Anyway, that's all I've got.
Do they have the leaked trailer?
I couldn't find it. Someone posted the audio. Oh, no. Someone posted the audio, but I couldn't find it. And then this is what it is. This is screenshots. These are screenshots from the trailer. And so you see Steve Rogers, and the big up in arms moment is that everybody's pissed that they're not showing. I mean, it's like there are 2 Captain Americas at this point, 2 Captains of America, or however you want to call it. And at this point, you could have 57 different Captain Americas, and one of them be Steve Rogers, and all the others be the Falcon. But anyway, this is going to be the biggest tragedy, right? We're going to see. We're going to see Robert Downey Jr., probably the driving force of the MCU in the first three phases. He was the guy. He was the dude. And we're going to see him be an evil guy. So it'll be weird.
Which I'm not really opposed to necessarily. I kind of understand what you're saying, where it's like he was kind of the ultimate good guy. Like, sure, he was the loose cannon playboy, but in the end, you know what I mean? He made the right decision. So to see him come back as like a pure force of evil, I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
I'm sure it'll be a fun movie, but we're going to probably see a lot of our great heroes die and be disrespected. That's my prediction, but I'm hoping that it's actually an okay movie.
They didn't even change his appearance.
Yeah.
They didn't even change his appearance. I mean, kind of like Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy to the Ed Gein story. They changed his appearance. They put a little latex on his eye. He lost 30 pounds. Like he looks the exact same. They didn't change his appearance.
Well, we can't. I mean, he's got some on his face there.
Well,
bit.
Right. I mean, it looks like Iron Man 3. It looks really, like the movie poster for Iron Man 3 when he's all beat up and shit.
Look at his face. It looks burnt. Yeah. It looks like he just got done snapping the glove and frying his face with the Infinity Stones.
But his haircut's the same. It's about the same length. It's the same color.
What if they go down the road where they're going to say somehow, like when he snapped his fingers, it threw himself into some kind of alternate universe and made him made him the bad guy? I don't know where they're going to go with this, but the Avengers, as soon as he takes off his mask, they're going to immediately recognize him, and then they're going to go down this road where, well, he's some alternate universe Tony. It's becoming ridiculous in my opinion, but we'll see.
I agree.
This would be a good. Go ahead. This would be a good what if movie if it wasn't a part of this could be a really good movie if you made it a what if movie and didn't connect it to the normal canon. But connecting it to the normal canon just doesn't make any sense. Just like Endgame didn't make any sense by having 2 different Thanoses, and then they're fighting a Thanos who didn't even have anything to do with the first movie. So he's just like, oh, wait, what? You killed another Thanos in another universe? Oh, you're trying to... Okay, yeah, I'm just going to fight you because you seem like bad people. It just didn't make any sense. I mean, technically, you could have 80... That means there's other Thanoses out there and other Avengers out there all doing different stuff. And it's just... I wish they wouldn't have went down this road because it's just bringing down everything they did before it and reminding us that it didn't really matter because in some other universe they lost. So it's ridiculous.
I don't want to be a comic book nerd, but I know that there are several comics where like a future
Yeah.
Thanos goes back in time
Yeah.
to work with a young Thanos. That is a thing.
It is. It is.
They killed that Thanos though before the other Thanos even knew what was going on in the movie. So, and then the Thanoses don't ever meet in the movie. But I just feel like it could have been better. Like they could have directed it better. The story could have been better. It just didn't. Some things in comic books might sound good on a comic book and read well, but it doesn't really reflect well when you turn it into a movie. It just, some things need to be left on paper, in my opinion. So,
You know, my biggest concern is going to be for some of us fans who haven't kept up with every single movie, every single TV show, every single piece of content. Like for because I haven't. I'll be honest, I haven't. So when I go to watch this, I hope I'm not overwhelmed with like, oh, this and this and this and this and this, and it's like, well, dude, now I should just leave and go watch everything before I even ingest this.
is Deadpool an Avenger yet?
No.
No,
He's well. I think he's probably going to be in this movie.
Wow.
It seems, according to, again, this is just speculating. He's not confirmed, but he's been making some Instagram posts that are alluding to that. But real quick, guys, I just wanted to say one thing. I think I figured out what this scene is, and it's probably obvious to a lot of people. There's probably a lot of people who just know right away and can just see this. So I want you guys to do me a huge favor. Look at those windows. Okay. Do you see those windows?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now look at the windows here.
It looks like the Stark Tower.
Yeah. It's the Fantastic Four. So this is from, I don't think any of you guys saw First Steps, but I did see First Steps, and she looks particularly nice in that outfit. I like that. But so again, it's this scene. So we are going to see the end of this scene. That's what it seems like to me. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? I can't. If I could just grab a fucking image of the windows, and of course it's not wanting to give that to me. I can't seem to find it. I
see the similarities.
Yeah.
But I think it's from that scene. So we're going to see the end of this scene and of that, and that's what that is. So Dr. Doom showing his face. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining. I hope that you are having a great day. Hope you have a great holidays. And I don't know. I mean, I'm going to do a show next Tuesday. I don't know if you guys are available, but I'm going to do one. So
I should be available.
Okay. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks so much. And have a great night. Thanks so much, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
See ya. Take care.
Merry Christmas.